What's up, guys? Maritime Spook here, and just a quick video for you guys on a knife that I'm actually really excited about, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful EDC knife. You know, I kind of moved away from, not moved away, I guess, but I'm trying to EDC different size knives, guys. Some knives are larger and have, you know, way, you know, a lot of tasks you can do with them, and some are smaller and they have tasks you can do with them as well, but maybe not as well as the bigger one. But it goes both, you know, the door swings both ways on that one. There are some knives that are so big that they don't do quite as good a task as some of the smaller ones. So what I've kind of found, guys, is lately I've been carrying two blades, excuse me, one a larger blade and one a smaller, and I find myself carrying this blade you know, with the other combination more than pretty much any other smaller knife, except for one. I'll carry the same Remu 710. That's an awesome little knife, and I'll carry that as my smaller blade. As, if you want to call it a backup, that's fine. If you want to call it a secondary, that's fine as well. But I find myself carrying this an awful lot. And this knife here, guys, is the Crkt Greg Lightfoot Urban Shark. Greg Lightfoot is a Canadian knife maker. He was brought to my attention by an awesome YouTuber, Jim Skelton. If you don't have Jim, if you're not subscribed to Jim, guys, you have to. If you're into knives, you have to subscribe to him. You know, he has his thoughts on production knives. He has his thoughts. He has some beautiful customs, and you know, he lets you know if you need to know market values, and you know where to get it, and just, you know, what the makeup of the material is, as you know, compared to different knives. I mean, Jim does it all, guys, so check out Jim for sure. This video actually will be a VR. I'm going to stick on one of his Greg Lightfoot full contact fighter video, because I'm actually not sure if he knows about this knife. Now, this isn't exactly his cup of tea, but I think he might think it was cool that it was a, you know, a Greg Lightfoot knife, inspired knife. A few little quick specs on it, guys. It's got AUS 6M steel, which is, if you know the Rat 1 model that I carried a lot, that is AUS 8 steel, so I'm thinking it's a step, you know, I hate to say step down, but just, you know, a different steel in that range, I guess. Very cool. If I have my better camera, guys, which I will have soon if I hopefully can, it's got a slight stone wash, like sort of acid wash to the blade, and a mirror polished edge. They offer 3 or 4 different versions of the blade. They have like really sharp, and just all these different names for the blade. There's like 4 different kinds. I believe this one to be like the razor sharp one, because it is wicked sharp. Pocket clip, really cool. That has like a stone wash to it as well. Got the Greg Lightfoot shark tooth, if you can see that, guys, in the light the right way. Got the shark tooth emblem there, and it's got the shark there on the bolster. Dual thumb studs. Overall weight of this, guys, I think is like close to like 3 ounces, or just a little bit over. Overall length is around 5 inches, I believe. And as I said, guys, this is an overview, it's not a review. I've been carrying it for a while. I probably will do a more of a full, you know, sort of full-on review of the knife, because I like it that much, and I just wanted to sort of show it off. I've had it, and like I said, guys, I haven't really seen any videos on it. Now, pretty much any production knife, you look on YouTube, you're going to find 10 videos on it. You're going to find some of them, you're going to find 20 videos on it. This one here, I haven't really seen any. I actually looked on eBay, because I had actually been talking to Brett Blade Psycho, who I won this knife in a contest from him, and he sent this and another really cool Crkt, which is the roll lock knife, which I'll be doing a review of as well. He sent that one, and he basically said he got it from eBay, so I checked that out, and it is readily available on eBay for about $30. Sometimes a bit cheaper even, but as far as it goes, I don't think a lot of people have picked up on it as much as some of the other production knives, and I really can't see why, because it's an awesome little blade. Even the lanyard hole is different than most lanyard holes. It's got that sort of like I said, guys, I'm gonna have to go through and look at the other info on it, but I mean, there's the word for it. and I mean, it's a killer knife, guys. There's just so much more that I'm going to be able to say about it. This is why I'm saying this is the overview, because I'm actually going to do more of a review of it with all the definite specs, the blade, you know, the blade length, the length of overall length, close length, all that. I found some information on all that stuff. I measured it myself, but I like to read the specs, you know, either from the Crkt website, or there's actually one that a Blade magazine had done a review of that had everything listed. So that's basically where I'm at right now. When I do the more full review of the knife, I'm going to have all the specs for you guys, but I sort of just wanted to show it off. And one thing that's just excellent about this, guys, is the deployment. It just is so beautiful. It's so smooth. And I'm going to be totally honest with you guys, when I received it, it wasn't very smooth at all. I actually took some that quick lube spray. I usually use 3-in-1 oil. I was at my father's. I didn't have the 3-in-1 oil with me, so I went and looked sort of in his cupboard and see what he had for, you know, anything like that for lubrication for metal. And he had that quick lube stuff, which is very cheap. I think it's like $2 a can. And I used a little applicator like WD-40 would have, and I sprayed in around the pivot and sprayed the liners, because there was a little bit of rust on the back of the box, or back of the can. It said that it cleans metal and things like that, and there was a little bit of rust inside the liners and a little bit on the back of the blade. And if I had my had the better camera, I would show you, but that is all completely gone, because it wasn't really surface rust. It was more or less what you would get if you carried it for a couple days in your pocket and you'd been sweating. You would get this little bit of corrosive stuff on it. So anyway, no fault the Blade Psycho. That happens with any knife, especially one like this with the, you know, more satin stuff inside, with the steel liners, you know, being that color and whatnot, and not coated. So use the spray lube. Took a Q-tip and wiped it all out very well, and it's just immaculate inside, and that helped the action, you know, tremendously. You see the detent right when you get about there, it sucks the knife right in. Beautiful detent on this, very strong, but just deploys awesome. The very few people that have seen this knife, like I said, I don't share my collection of stuff with a lot of people. I had a friend that started work with the same company I did, and he came along the other night and I showed off some knives to him, and he just couldn't stop opening and closing this one, guys. He's a bit of a knife guy, but not quite like I am, and he just thought that was just awesome. And to find out that Greg Lightfoot's a Canadian like us, you know, that was just super cool as well. So anyway, guys, I just want to share that with you. This is, like I said, the overview, and I'm going to send this as a VR to Jim Skelton's page. So if you don't have Jim already, go check him out, guys. I'm going to try to put a link here at the end of the video or somewhere to Jim, and check it out. But this is going to go to attach it to his full contact fighter video, just because I'm not sure if he's aware of this knife, even though it's not really in his realm of blades, I guess, but it's a Greg Lightfoot design, and I think you might find it cool. So anyway, guys, it's Maritime Spook signing out, and have a good weekend.